And I can almost remember one of my first cases in which I decided in my own mind what they should do based on what I thought the law was, and only to learn, one, that I didn't really know what the law was on this particular point, and two, that the solution that came up in my mind would not have been any good for them, because as we like to think should happen, they had enough room and they came up with a creative solution that was better than anything I would have thought about. So when I got into this, I had this tendency that, with which we're all familiar, of having an answer. And too often the answer based on a legal principle rather than on what's good for the parties. And being arrogant enough to think that since I'm so well educated that I know what you should do.
But somehow these people pulled it out of the fire and made a good decision in spite of you.
No, I think I gave them room. In fact, I didn't tell them. What I remember is that I knew what they should do, and I knew I shouldn't tell them, but that it was a struggle for me to keep my mouth shut. And I can actually almost remember the setting as I was doing that.
What helped you to, and I assume that that's an issue that you had other times. I don't know if you continue to have it, but what has helped you in terms of holding yourself or learning that, exercising yourself to do that?
To not
hold back.
To hold back. I think several things. But the training I had was very influential. I think I had my first training was with a group that included Mike Thompson and Kim Kovac, also well known in our field, and she worked at the Houston Center at the time. The ideology of that program was to foster autonomy and not to tell people what to do. It was very, very strong. And in Gary Friedman's work, that was also very, very important. And in addition to watching him mediate, shortly after that, we did some trainings together. He and I and Jack, and Carrie Menkelmeadow was part of the training at the time. So I picked up the belief that it's better generally if the mediator doesn't tell people what to do or to make predictions. And so I was able to hold myself back, at least from directly telling people what to do.